Hi Drinks Tube, I'm Mike, and as you know, I love coffee. But what you didn't know is that I also love whiskey. And that is why today I'm going to combine the two, stick the cream on top, make what we know as the Irish coffee. Before we start getting into making our Irish coffee, just a quick bit of background just to give us some foundation before we enjoy the drink itself. I'm taking you back to Ireland, to Shannon Airport, and a chap called Joe Sheridan in the 1940s, and a passenger jet full of American tourists coming in, finding the weather particularly bracing. Our Mr. Sheridan takes out a tray full of piping hot coffee to warm up our American tourists, each one with a little nip of Irish whiskey in it. Upon tasting this, they are astonished at the wonderful flavour and ask if it's from Brazil. No, he says, these are Irish coffees. And there we have it. What a beautiful story. So, always with an eye to detail, we are making a traditional Irish coffee using a glass with a stem. Very important. And the first thing is to warm that glass up so that we don't lose all the heat from our coffee when we make it. Up to the top. Nice hot water. Let's warm that glass up. I'll be right back. So I'm right back. It's nice and warm. Pouring off. Lovely warm glass. First ingredient going in is going to be our nice quality brown sugar. Always important to use brown sugar with coffee, and with whiskey in this case, because of the depth of flavour that it provides. Always a much better way to start off your Irish coffee. Now, next in is one of the most important actors in this play, our coffee. I'm using a cold brew that I've warmed up previously, but you can use any other type of strong, hot coffee. Up to you. Give it a little stir, make sure we dissolve all of that sugar. Very, very important. Now, next in, here she is, the leading lady, straight into the top. Whiskey, beautiful. An Irish whiskey, please. I'm not going to get too precious about this, but it's an Irish coffee, so use yourself a nice Irish whiskey. Straight in. 50 mils. So now, of course, for our top layer, our nice bed of double cream, slightly whipped to give it some consistency, and we're going to float it in on the back of a spoon. Take it slowly at first. Just let it touch the surface, and as you pour, you'll see it just maintaining its structural integrity on top of our lovely hot coffee with its lovely Irish whiskey in it. And this is a very important part of this operation, is do not, I repeat, do not be tempted to stir this. This has to be drunk as you see it, so that you get that wonderful hot coffee coming through the cold cream at the top with the warmth of the whiskey inside it. It is a wonderful experience, and if you haven't had it, then I envy you for having for the first time when you try this one. This is my favourite part. I've been looking forward to this. I've been dreaming about this one. Oh, cold cream, hot coffee with whiskey, hitting the back of your palate. Oh, whiskey starting to take hold. It's all wondrous, I can assure you. I think I've left a little bit on my top lip. That is just astonishing, and I cannot stress to you highly enough how much you want to try that. And if you love whiskey, you will most definitely love our whiskey old fashioned, which is a recipe that we should have around here on the screen for you about now, I think. And I say this every time, but it is so important. I need to drum it in. Subscribe to Drinks Tube. You will not regret it. It is just full of wonderful drinks and wonderful things to make. Get yourselves on there. Subscribe using the box here. I think it should be around here. And in the interim, we've got St. Patrick's Day coming up. This would be an ideal accompaniment. I cannot tell you how much you will enjoy that. Hope you've enjoyed this. I'm going to enjoy that. See you next time.